104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Awesome. This is the best. My favorite.
Well, Roula's not happy because it feels fantastic
It's hot as hell
outside.
in here, and I'm so mad about it. It's so hot in here.
This summertime feels good.
It's ruining me.
Summertime you're wearing
Podcasting.
shorts. Here, it's colder outside, so you don't wear shorts.
Yeah.
Come in here. And,
Let me
But
start again.
it's
Let me start
almost
again.
worth it.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It's
Hey.
Thursday.
Yay!
We've got the
16.
Thanksgiving turkey in the oven. Oh, wait, no, that's
2023.
just the studio.
we're the turkeys.
We're the turkeys. This is the oven.
We'll be nice and golden
yeah.
brown by the end of the show.
You see,
Ruler, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam, and Ahmad, and man, it's
See Sam's
hot as hell
outfit?
in here. I
Sam's
see
wearing
Sam's
pajamas, I
outfit.
think.
It's not pajamas. It is such a cute set.
It's the cat's pajamas.
It's kimono-ish.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
like
she's a geisha girl.
it
You got it
gives
from
you,
Nutcracker, right?
yes.
Oh,
it gives
yeah.
you like Versace vibes.
This is probably feels cool.
Versace.
Yeah,
Roula,
Right?
go touch it. It feels, it's like,
Oh.
Oh.
it's, well, you told me to. I touched
I know,
your
I know.
sleeve.
It was just my sleeve. I keep telling
And-
I
you.
have consent before I touch your shoulder.
Yeah.
Why are you
No,
grabbing
she
her there?
asked me to.
Wait, is that wrong?
All right, so you touched it, and then
And it is the thinnest material. It's thinner than pajamas.
It's super soft, super cute.
Oh, let me tell y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have
Kevin's
consent?
like,
Is it silk?
It's very thin, isn't
It's
it, Kevin?
really light, Kev.
It is. It's crispy.
is it making you not be as hot as us
It's
in
not.
here?
It's not silky.
I
it's crispy.
still may take off my shirt
Yeah.
because I have a shirt
I'm about to take
underneath.
my shirt off, and I'm not wearing
Yeah.
anything but a bra.
Yeah,
They
pants are
have
coming
to.
off in a little bit. This is going to be
Topless Thursday here on the Real and Ryan
It is.
Show.
It really is a potluck
It is
Thursday.
for real Topless Thursday. Okay, let me ask you, dog people. All you people in this room are dog
Ask
people.
away.
Dog people.
We are all dog people.
I think every dog owner at some point in the life of owning a dog has had that story where you're like, where's the dog? Where's old little Fluffy?
All the time.
Where's old Spot? And you find them and they're like going crazy on like a piece of ham or something they got into, or groceries or
Oh,
trash
they're
or
sneaking.
something.
They're
They
sneaking
got into
somewhere.
something.
Yeah.
When they're quiet, you're like, uh-oh.
Okay, let me tell you something. Let me set the visual scene for the radio friends that are listening. I have in front of me 3 bags of bread. Gee, I wonder why. My husband owns a bakery. He's the bread man. Today we have our Thanksgiving potluck, and my contribution, of course, are the Parker House rolls.
Yeah.
Hey, delicious. So he brings these home yesterday from the bakery, and Eric asked for pretzels because I
Yeah.
said he's testing pretzels.
those
They're as
are
big as
amazing.
Mickey Mouse's
Look
head.
at those things.
They're huge. They're bigger than like your
Those
head.
look
Y'all can try
delish.
these.
Yes.
And he brought me other things, and the box was really big. And I said, "Oh, did you bring the bread?" He's like, "Yeah." And I thought he had said his in the car, whatever. He ran to go get my son from baseball. He puts the box in the garage, and it's a big box, and on top was not 1 but 2 jalapeno cheddar focaccias he's trying out.
Nice. That's big.
So I brought this for you guys to try.
Whoa.
There were 2. Where's the other one?
Oh, no.
I closed the door.
Dog got him.
Y'all, Charlie did that sneak move
Yep.
where I was closing the door
behind
and I
you.
didn't see her. My dog is 20 pounds. She's not the biggest dog. She's not the smallest dog, but I was really distracted doing a lot of things, and I closed the door. She slips in there because she knew that bread was in there because I already caught her once sniffing around the box. And I was like, Charlie, get out of there. Get out of the garage. And so when I closed
bread.
the door, I did not see her go in there. So I'm doing my thing. I'm cleaning the kitchen. Then my daughter goes, "Where's Charlie?" And I was like, "I don't know. She's right upstairs." And we're like, "Charlie!
Uh-oh.
Charlie!" And then I go, "Oh my God, open the garage." She is in there. She has ripped through that focaccia. It's jalapeno cheddar.
Uh-oh.
She has eaten the plastic and eaten half of the focaccia.
Oh, she's going to be pooping up a storm.
Oh my God. I was like, that girl's going to get her punishment right now because this is spicy.
Yeah.
I mean, what happens? I mean, I didn't even check on her this morning because she was
probably
asleep
fine.
and she wasn't in the same room where I was. So
Hot butt.
what happens when dogs eat jalapenos?
I think it'll be fine.
not
Is she going to
recommended.
poop everywhere uncontrollably?
I don't
She
think so.
might get the
Is she going to barf in her sleep and I don't know it yet because I didn't
Probably.
see her before I left?
That's more
I don't
likely.
know.
Yeah.
I'll teach her, then she won't eat it.
You want to try this? This is all for y'all.
Sometimes
this
it doesn't-
This is Rula and Ryan show, bro.
Eric, sometimes it does not teach them a lesson.
big this is. This is
My
bigger
dog
than
has eaten
Disney.
everything on earth, and she will go right back towards it.
And these are
Rula, the picture on the front of my phone is of Sammy Jo being a bad girl when I found her eating a lollipop.
Really?
The children from next door had thrown lollipops over, I guess maybe for Halloween.
That's okay.
And I was like,
know what
you know,
this
you
is.
give them the who did that? Who did that?
Yes.
And then they give you those little forlorn eyes.
She knew.
Like, it wasn't
I was
me.
like, Julie!
Yep.
And then she her head's down and she's giving me the side eye. And then she just trots out of the garage. So then, I'm already mad at her. I'm like, I
regrets.
can't
She's like,
believe
I don't
it.
care.
And I'm trying to make sense. And thank God she didn't get to the Thanksgiving rolls for today. And then 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, she goes after my daughter's dinner because she had it on the table. It wasn't on the edge. And she's in there with her tongue. I'm like, Charlie! And I pick her up and I put her in the crate. I go, you've been a bad girl. You're going to stay right here because you're eating everything. And so she's she willingly went into the crate with her head down, all right. And then she just sat there. She just sat staring at me. And I was
they know when they've done wrong.
Nope, you're in trouble. And the only way you're going to know is if I leave you in there for timeout. So my dog ate my child's dinner and ate half of a focaccia.
How much booze did you have last night,
Who?
Ahmad?
You could smell
I
it.
smell booze.
You can smell it.
Somebody walked by me. I smelled a bunch
It's like,
of booze.
wow, it's permeating from your skin.
Him and
Should I go home?
Did you go out?
Yeah, I went to Doja Cat last night.
Nice.
With Special K, and I came
Oh, that's
in
why you got
early.
all turned up.
Yeah. I
So
really
you went
smell
straight
like
from
booze.
Doja Cat here?
I thought I smelled booze. So that's
I
like,
showered
be
last
me.
night. Yeah, I showered. I showered as soon as I got home.
Smells like college.
Oh, gosh.
Smells like college.
But no, we went to Doja Cat last night. It was so good, y'all.
Good?
Was it packed? Was it
It
sold
was
out?
packed.
Yeah, it was.
I would say so, yeah.
Toyota Center?
I knew
So you
probably
understand.
4 songs. And
I knew all of them.
And he was singing along. One of them was so inappropriate. It's like, well, I'm not going to sing along to this one.
No, they were stiff as a board. The song involves the N-word.
that's why.
Then you should not be singing that,
over and
Kevin.
over again.
I was not
About
gonna sing
85 times. And before it started, she was like, all right, now, some of y'all got to watch y'all mouth.
Okay, I didn't
Some
hear
of y'all
that
gotta watch.
because the whole song over and over is like, stitches ain't crap, stitches ain't crap. If you
you're
can
like,
imagine
uh-oh.
what I'm substituting those words for, I was like looking around like, oh, who is
Special K
singing
and
this?
Booster were just there sipping their drink like,
Got on your head?
Uncomfortable feeling.
But she did an incredible job. She seemed like she meant what she was saying. I don't know if she writes her own stuff, but I was
She does.
convinced.
Yeah, she definitely does. And, she kind of played into the whole I hate my fans thing. Her merch says, Doja Cat sucks and all this
I hate
funny
Doja
stuff.
Cat.
That's like
I
she's
hate
been a
Doja
heel,
Cat.
like in wrestling.
Yeah.
a heel.
Does she have an opener, guys, or no?
Yeah, Dochi. She sings the what it is.
Oh,
What's
that's cool. We
up?
play her.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
play her all
Yeah.
the time.
I
so.
missed that, but one complaint I do have for Doja Cat is that she never changed her outfit. She kept the same
I love that outfit, though.
big pants and monster socks on. When I say monster socks, they're like big, huge, furry socks. I guess I could.
So you
Maybe it took
demand
a lot of
costume
energy
changes.
to do that, so she wanted to maximize the use of the outfit.
I guess so. I mean, but if these divas that are in their 70s can do it,
Yeah, right.
every 3 songs,
Yeah. I
love the
Doja,
fashion.
and she had time. Her dancers changed. Oh, she had all male dancers, girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, was she singing to a track or was she actually
No,
singing
the
live?
mic was on.
No, she was singing to both a track and live
Yeah.
musicians because we were right next to the live musicians. A huge drum kit. There was a string player, so like bass and guitar, and then a keyboard player. So you could tell there was a mixture of the two.
Okay.
Well, nice review, guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Glad you guys
the
had fun.
verdict is
Paint
I
Town
don't
red.
smell
Buy
alcohol.
some
I usually
merch?
have Bloodhound
Okay, yeah, he tried to
gang.
pin that on me. It's him over there.
I like when you went by to grab the bread. I
Sniff
smelled
these
I
giant
think
Mickey
Roula-
Mouse pretzels.
By the way, Rula, I've
Yeah.
been waiting on that bread since last Easter. You
Really?
brought it, and it was so good.
Because that was a test last year.
Yeah,
he
it
was
was so
testing jalapeno
good.
cheddar focaccia, so have at it. I'm sorry I don't have 2 for you.
It's fine.
Charlie, have
Charlie
one.
We need to go
enjoyed
buy
it for me.
We need to buy a big tub of cheese to dump the pretzel.
Yeah, I got it
mustard,
like
yeah.
beer cheese.
Mustard.
Yeah,
And listen,
beer
I'm going to
cheese.
put a at Radio Rule on Instagram during the commercial break. I'm going to show you, y'all, these pretzels are as big as my head.
Put
These
your
are
phone
like
next
Mickey
to
Mouse
it.
sized pretzels.
Yeah.
Take a photo with
It's
your.
huge.
Are these giant?
So you
So
could-
those would be
Huge.
like Postino
Delicious.
pretzels where you share it with the table and they bring it like the whole setup.
I'm not sure
Yeah,
what
these are
vendor
personal. Let's
is
be
making
real.
he made these pretzels for.
Put salt on it? Do we need to put salt on it? Or does it
I like them by themselves, but I'm not
Have you
weirdo
ever
that buys
been-
pretzels at NRG and I take the salt off.
Have you ever been to that Barrel and Bowl?
Weird.
They have
Yeah.
gigantic
Oh, they
pretzels
do have
about
big
that
pretzels
size,
there, too,
and
yeah.
it's meant for the whole group of people.
Yeah, this is
Rula, I just
definitely-
wanted to say that, you know what, I think I'm getting better at hearing people and listening to them. I took note of everything you were talking about because you referenced that your family had been in a car accident.
Oh, yes.
Idiots running red lights.
Right.
And how you have to be cautious. This morning driving in, sure enough, I was like, oh, this light's been green for quite some time. I'm still going to slow down. And thank God I did.
I was blazing through
Somebody
it.
went through it 60 miles an hour. Had I not slowed down and stopped at a green light,
Yeah.
we would have both been dead.
Can't say I didn't save your life then, Ryan Chase.
And so, in Houston, what they're trying to do is improve line of sight. So, like, when you're coming up to these different intersections, you have a better line of sight around the corner. So you should be slowing down and looking both ways.
Yeah. So you driving the tan sedan at 5 in the morning.
Tan sedan.
Tan
We can
sedan.
make a song out of that. Tan sedan. You're a drunk driver. All right. So coming up next, we've got Scoop. We're going to give you all the details of the big Christmas auction that we're doing, a way you can get closer to the Roula and Ryan show and all your favorite KRBE friends and family. And it's for priceless, very unique experiences. We'll give you that. And here's the weather for today.
It's 900 degrees in the KRBE studio right now. No, it's actually going to be kind of cloudy. It should be in the low 70s right now, 60 degrees and 6:11 on the Roula and Ryan show. The controls have melted.
From the big screen to the big house.
Roula and Ryan Celebrity Scoop.
104.1 KRBE.
It is brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. All right, before I get going before anything else, let me give the 6 o'clockers a nice little prize. I know you guys work hard. I know some of you are like shift workers have to go in at 7, whether it's in a hospital or wherever it is, and you're like thinking, man, if they do a contest at like 7:30, I never get to win that. Well, you're going to win this, and it has to do with a lot of wine. It's the International Wine Festival. Not wine like, I never win anything. It's wine, delicious wine. The International Wine Festival at Lagoon Fest, Texas. It is for you, a 4-pack of tickets, and it's happening tomorrow. No, I'm sorry, the 18th. 2 days from now, Saturday, yes. Sam's going to be there.
Yay!
Lagoon Fest, Texas. If you're caller 8.
Make it really easy.
I like it.
Caller 8, 713-390-KRBE. You're on your way.
Which means
to do some wine.
probably don't want to call like a minute from now.
What?
Why is that?
Call right now.
A minute from now, we'll already have caller 8.
713-390-KRBE. Caller 8.
You do what you do, you boo.
Well,
We're not going to tell you when to
as
call
a kid,
or not to call.
as a kid, I'd be listening to the radio and I'd be like, "Oh, I can be caller 104," and I'd call like 10 minutes later, and I'm like, "No, 10 minutes later is too late. You got to
Right.
call right when you." they say call."
There is a sweet spot, though.
Yeah.
Because the immediate
Like right
calls
now,
on
they're
caller
both-
104 are not going to get that prize. The ones that call
Yeah.
maybe, 37 seconds into it. Depending on how
that's
fast
the
you can
magic
go.
number. Okay.
KRB 1, KRB 2, KRB 3, KRB 4, KRB 5.
Yeah, depends on how fast you can say it. So that's happening on Saturday. You can see Sam there. It's Lagoon Fest, International Wine Festival, Lagoon Fest, Texas. Okay. Also, go to krbe.com. Yesterday, we talked about this fantastic auction that we are doing to benefit Texas Children's Hospital. Last year, for the first time, we took our whole show to the hospital and did a live broadcast to raise money for the hospital. And for those that haven't really heard us talk about Texas Children's and what all that money goes to, it stays right here in Houston, and it helps families of children who need care now. They need care now.
Yep.
And it's very expensive. We all know how expensive it is. I was looking at the itemized bill of my ankle surgery, and I got charged $525 for 2 Tylenol.
Yep.
It's expensive. So how do you pay for that? Well, that's why we raise money for Texas Children's Hospital. So go to krbe.com, and there is a list of experiences there that you would never, ever, ever, ever get your hands on if it wasn't for this auction.
Yeah, you can't do these things.
Go paintball with Sam and Eric. Which team do you want to be on?
Yeah.
And we're going to have professional paintballers that teach you some lessons, maybe make us a good little assassins.
Oh, I like it.
Little assassins.
Like which way to hold it.
Plus, I
the
like it's
kickback and
indoor.
everything. Yeah.
I like indoor
Oh,
paintball.
Indoor
absolutely. With the
paintball.
AC. Love it.
Yeah, they have outdoor as well, but we're going to play indoor.
I like it.
Yep.
Thanks, Eric.
The auction started yesterday.
I
It
can't
ends
shoot Sam,
December
by the way.
1st at 5 o'clock.
You're gonna
Like, it
feel
was-
guilty.
Yeah.
Get her
I
like
already
in
told
the,
my mom
in the,
I'm
in
aiming
the
for your
quad
head.
muscle or
And you know,
something.
she'd be like, oh, she'd do those like doe eyes.
And then she'd
she'd
hit you.
Bam,
You also don't want
shoot
some
me.
viral video happening. Here's a cruel man shooting this poor defenseless woman.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm going
right.
to
She's
do.
gonna
not
have,
gonna be
She's gonna have, like
defenseless.
3 guns on her, probably, like a little one on her hip and
Yeah, I'm gonna pull
down
them
by
out of
her
everywhere.
ankle.
So if you want to see how it all plays out, you can bid on Splat Zone with Eric and Sam. You can be a VIP guest right here on the Roula and Ryan show, where we are broadcasting in the heat. But hopefully that day we have AC.
I will make sure that.
Well, for sure.
Oh,
We would
yeah.
never let you come if it was as hot as a burning inferno volcano hot rock like it is today. There are many chances for that. You can cook with Special K at Benihana. You can sit at my family table at Christie's Seafood and Steaks. It's the oldest restaurant in Houston, little Houston history there. Color Factory with Laura, who does H-Town Live. World of Wine tasting experience with Kevin Quinn.
Nice.
You can bid for that. This is all at krbe.com. Sam's also going to do yoga and have a beer at Bad Astronaut Brewery.
What if some guys just buy it? We're just gonna watch her do yoga and drink beer. Oh, we missed one. Oh, we're supposed to do yoga with.
Oh, yeah.
You have to actually do
For some
the
reason, her
class.
bid just went to $10,000. I
You
don't know
gotta
what
take
happened.
a creeper, huh?
Is this an OnlyFans page?
The way
I'm
she said
sorry.
it.
Yeah.
touch you.
What was that, Mumbles?
Hey, I'm a very generous lover. I feel dizzy.
Feel dizzy. So go to krbe.com. Okay, now let me tell you something about radio and behind the scenes. Eric is the executive producer of The Roula and Ryan Show. And I'm telling you this not because he's our executive producer, but he is hands down one of the best executive producers in this country. He knows everything radio. And I say this especially to you, Eric, because you know, like, radio brain.
Right.
And I think that what the Kelsey brothers are doing on their podcast is genius radio. If you were their consultant, you'd say, see there, Travis and Jason Kelsey, you guys are doing it right.
Oh, they're playing. They got somebody helping them.
Okay, listen.
Probably Taylor
These two brothers, if you are totally out of the sports world, one is a Philadelphia Eagle, one plays for the Chiefs. They both played against each other in the Super Bowl last year. One is dating Taylor Swift. One is married with 3 kids. Jason has this Amazon documentary out about what could have been his last season last year, and he decided to re-sign for one more season with the Eagles. So, and they're brothers. Okay, fine, the whole camaraderie. But here's why I think the radio genius that Eric would be like, pat them on the back. There are a lot of celebrities who have celebrity relationships, and they're like, well, we're not going to talk about that. They keep that personal. But Travis Kelce is bringing it about the most viral video in the last 4 days. Like, he actually is talking about it in a lighthearted, jovial way where it's not like dramatic, like, come on, Jason, don't make me talk about that. If you have been sleeping under a rock, this had to have come across your timeline. Where Taylor Swift is in Argentina doing her Eras tour. Travis Kelce flew there. He's standing next to her father, and she's singing Karma. The lines of Karma is my boyfriend, and Karma is a guy on the street. Karma is this, Karma is that, and she's changed it to Karma is a guy on the Chiefs. That's her boyfriend, right?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So he gets on his podcast and goes right for it.
How does it feel to officially be the guy on the Chiefs?
You mean Karma? Yeah, no, I had no clue. Might have had a little bit of a clue. Definitely when I heard it come out of her mouth, still shocked me. I was like, oh, she really just said that. All right.
You were so shocked you left Scott hanging. Scott's over here looking for a high five.
Mr. Swift, I apologize, big guy. I never miss a high five, too. Big high five guy. It's the most electric thing you can do at an event.
He even had your Chiefs lanyard on.
Got him over here to the good side, baby.
What are we doing, Scott?
One by one, getting all the good ones. Come on over, man.
You're going to let this man's devilishly good looks and relationship with your daughter sway you from a lifetime of fandom, Scott?
Because he was an Eagles fan.
Might have persuaded him
used to
at
be.
dinner the night before when I met him.
No, did you?
Maybe. Who knows? He's a huge football guy. He played college ball.
What position?
I think he was a linebacker turned center, ironically enough.
We'll have to get together and talk some center shop one day.
All right, now. For those of you who haven't seen all the videos of me on your TikTok and your Instagram feed, I was enjoying myself down there in Buenos Aires. The show was even more electric, knowing that I had a little bit more to enjoy for. Taylor absolutely ripped it. She killed it.
See, and
I like
this
that
is
he's doing
Eric's
that.
radio brain. Like, all right, yeah, you're going to talk about that because it'll bring more attention to the podcast, and then we'll get even more advertisers and get even more
Yeah.
richer.
They're smart the way they're doing that. You don't do it too much. Plus, you almost feel
Right,
like,
he doesn't
even
do
though
too much,
he's
he sprinkles it
obviously
in.
by one of the best tight ends, maybe the best tight end in all of football.
Taylor Swift thinks so.
But you feel like he's an everyday guy. It's like, what was that movie with J-Lo and Owen Wilson? I never watched it, but I remember it came out last year where he was in the crowd and then she picked him out
the
and
wedding.
they got married or
God,
something.
Was that Married on the Spot or something?
Marry Me?
Marry Me?
Marry
Yeah,
Me.
Marry Me.
You're going to feel like that, like all of a sudden this huge megastar picked
Him, but he
even-
also was
even
a
though
star
he-
in the football world.
Even though he's not, he's not a normal guy. He's a superstar.
I told
But you
him.
feel like the way he talks on the show with his brother, you feel like they're just two dudes are just lucky.
Yeah, that you just like tuned into too.
It's not
Yeah.
a revolutionary statement, but I said if there was a guy she was going to end up with, it'd be him. Because, she's 34. She's probably thinking, I made $1 billion now. I'm going to finish this world tour and I'm going to get married, have some kids, and then do another tour with my kids.
Because you're 34, and by the time this ends,
Yeah.
You won't have another tour probably for
She's
another 2
turning
years or
35
3
December
years.
13.
Get married, then have a
Travis
baby.
Kelce's going to marry Taylor Swift. I'm just going to put her.
And then she'll do the Super Bowl in 6 years.
Yeah, it'd be like big comeback.
On Drew Barrymore's show, she did this entire math equation as to how is it going to be possible if the Chiefs or the Eagles, but especially the Chiefs, go to the Super Bowl again. If she wanted to attend, how could she do this with her tour? And there's like a 17-hour window where she could fly here to wherever the Super Bowl city is. Where's the Super Bowl this year? I don't even know.
Vegas. Yeah.
Oh, Vegas.
It's in Vegas? Okay.
I wanted to go to Vegas for the Super Bowl, but it's in Vegas, so I'm like, nope.
So, yeah, get away from
Stay
that.
away.
And anyway, so I thought that was kind of cute. And I thought, yes, that's, there's a lot of people, you're either on one side of the coin or you're not. We just sprinkle it in like they do. And I think it's pretty genius. They're getting a lot of hits on their podcast.
They need to embrace, like Will Smith, you need to embrace these rumors about you.
Oh, yeah. And Jada did this whole thing. We get about that in the next scoop.
Man.
There's a guy that Will Smith was in. According to Jada, they were in business together. The guy had asked for some money for whatever reason. And you know, like how business partnerships can go south.
Yes.
Like most do.
Will apparently offered him some amount of money for whatever the issue was. The guy said no. And then he goes on this, was it a podcast or was it actually a radio show?
Podcast.
And he claims that Will Smith enjoys male companionship.
What?
And physical companionship.
He walked in on him.
And he
with
walked
the,
it. He quote
I forget the
walked in
actor's
on
name.
Will and this actor from Fresh Prince, Dwayne something. Martin. I don't know who that is. Who's Dwayne Martin? Anyway,
I've seen him before. But
Jada said, you know what? We're just going to have to sue him because it's one thing if you have an opinion that somebody might be gay and that's their personal preference if they're gay, but you are absolutely saying that you physically witnessed something you did not witness.
how do you
They're
prove that
suing
either way? Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I
they
know.
didn't have a camera.
His
with
word
him.
against his word.
He said he was he had to go get him. He was his assistant and had the key to his trailer, the Dwayne guy's trailer, and he opened it and he saw them there.
And polygraphs are not admissible in court.
So I don't know what you can do.
So
I would have just ignored it.
it's just
Kept
another
your
one of
mouth
those
shut.
Yeah, I don't know.
lawsuits. We don't know what happens in the end because they take too long to settle.
Yeah, but 2 years from now,
2 years from now. Okay, coming up next.
we're gonna do roundtable.
It's so hot that we would like an AC repairman to come to the building.
I'm gonna depress everybody.
Change the compressor out.
The average
Tell us.
American expects to gain this amount of much weight during the holidays.
Oh.
Not just Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I'm pretty sure I've already gained that with
Yeah.
my mom in town.
Just looking at that pretzel Rula brought in here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes. Oh,
Yep.
I have to go to
Yep.
Radio Roula. I'm going to post this. The picture of the pretzel my husband made. It's a test pretzel. It's bigger than Special K and Eric's heads.
Yeah. What a test. It's like an experiment where the mouse got too big and just started growing.
What
Like a
happened?
giant.
All right, we'll do that next on the Roula and Ryan Show. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm finally up early to be in the Tree of Trust Hour.
Nice.
I thought we were in the trust tree
Right.
in the nest. Are we not?
Tree of Trust
Because
Hour.
most of our family, they don't really
They're
listen
still
till later.
sleeping right now.
Yeah, we can tell them whatever we want.
You
now.
know, the whole
They don't know.
podcast thing
I'm
kind of...
sweeter in the 7 o'clock hour.
But wait,
6
let me
o'clock.
tell you what's happening an hour from now before we get on our tangent.
Yeah.
An hour from now, we're going to play Dare Dice. We haven't played Dare Dice in a long time. Dare Dice is back. That's where we all have to take a roll of these giant die
Look how big that
are
is.
in.
That's
These are
huge.
way bigger than the Farkle bucket we used to have.
These are wooden lawn dice.
How
Are we going to throw those on the floor? They're so big. They're the size of a baseball.
It's like when you were on watching Price is Right as a kid and then those giant dice
yeah.
you had to roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're gonna play Dare Dice, and you don't want to be the lowest roller, and you don't want to be the highest roller, or maybe you do
Well,
want to be
the
you
highest-
want to be the highest roller.
For tomorrow, because we're doing. We haven't done this in 13 years.
Long time.
Breakfast on the Mayflower, or Thanksgiving meal on the Mayflower.
Mayflower. Now, the
Yeah,
Mayflower...
is a moving company, has a truck.
So actually, we'll set up this elaborate, beautifully spread Thanksgiving dinner.
Ahmad's brining that turkey right now.
Yep, he's been
It's at
working
home
hard on
brining
this
that
thing.
turkey.
Plates,
dishwasher.
silverware, a chalice, everything. And you know,
chalice.
have like this beautiful Thanksgiving dinner in the back of the truck while somebody is actually driving it
Right.
like a maniac.
Right.
Speed bumps and all.
Yeah. So one person will be the driver, one person will be the diner.
So you want to be the highest.
The
So you
highest
can be
roller is the driver.
That's
The
the fun
lowest
part.
roller is the diner. So Dare Dice at 7:40. All right. Tell us about how much weight we're going to gain, Eric.
Yeah, the average person for this holiday season, that means starting now till Christmas, is expected to gain 8 pounds over the holidays. That's up. Last year was 5.5.
That's a lot.
Well, that's a big jump.
That's a lot.
Let's
Do
see.
they count from like Halloween night all the way to New Year's Eve or New Year's Day?
66% of us say we're going to postpone being healthy until 2024.
Right.
So I was thinking that too. I'm like,
It's like,
all right, I'm going to Disney for a few days here.
Yep, that's
I get back
a
to
lot of food.
Thanksgiving, and then I'm going to, holiday parties. I'll start in January.
And
my birthday,
Yeah.
maybe February.
Oh, then it's never.
Sam, famously, Eric started this diet years ago. Famously, he started the week before Thanksgiving. It was a Scarborough something diet.
And then you'd be so irritable.
And he was like, I'm going to try this diet. I go, are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
It's like the best eating week of all time. It's like no calorie week.
And we
You're
all
just
paid
gonna
the
be
price
eating.
for that
Doesn't
because
count.
you were unbearable. You would be so angry and cranky from your diet.
I don't like turkey that much, so it's the sides that get
It's all
me.
the other stuff that's so good.
absolutely.
Do you like dressing, stuffing?
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh, I love that.
Cranberry.
That's my
I'm just not a
favorite.
big-
Which, by the way, I don't know if anybody
fan.
signed up for cranberry at this year's potluck.
Hope
I don't think
not.
anybody ever does. I'm going to have to go to Kroger and get that can with the ridges in it because that's my favorite.
I'm gonna do like I did last year.
I love it.
I'm gonna
Can
get
we
one
talk a
burger.
little bit about? Okay, so
It's like cranberry jello. Is what that
Ew,
is.
it's
speaking of
disgusting.
Jello, for years I've been like, I just do
Oh,
like
yeah.
a little goofy thing when they have a sign-up sheet on the wall. I'll just, just to see if people are paying attention to who's actually writing things. I'll write something ridiculous. So I wrote Eric bringing onion Jello this year.
And I
to
think
our
it was
potluck.
Urban last week. He's like, Eric, what's onion Jello? I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know what Urban does our
Yes.
digital stuff. I'm like, what are you talking? I don't know. What are
Right,
you looking at
very
me for? I'm like,
He's
what
like,
are you
I don't
talking
know what
about?
onion
He
jello
walks
is.
down the
I
hall and looks
saw.
at the sign-up sheet.
It wasn't even my handwriting. You
No, I
can read
know.
it, first of all, so I know it wasn't mine. And I'm like, onion Jello. So I brought some. I made some last night.
Oh, my God. Now, please, I
Now,
hope...
is it savory or is it sweet?
I've never tried it. We're going to try it. Someone is.
How'd you
Ryan.
make it? Yeah, Ryan has to try it. 'cause he
Ryan's
wrote it
definitely
down.
trying it.
Oh,
Ryan
God.
100% is trying
Actually,
that.
I had to do it twice, I guess. I did
Uh-huh.
it, and then my wife woke me up this morning when I was leaving. She goes, "Oh, I had to redo it for you because it was I had too much water in it, I guess."
Oh, was
It was too loose.
I've never made Jello
solidifying?
before, so
Uh-huh.
It's so
Jello's like what? Like 1 cup
So
hot water,
gross.
1 cup cold, or 2 and 2?
So 2 cups hot, 2 cups cold.
Yeah.
So
And then
my-
you
I
put
chopped
the
a bunch of
gelatin.
onions in there, and so then mine was cherry. Look, it was looking pretty. I had small onions. Hers is like it's the lime one, green, and onion. It makes it look like brown.
Oh, no.
Really?
Look at it, I'm like, what the
So
hell
my
is this?
practical joke is I'm going to have to be punished and eat this?
Good.
You can try a piece.
Why couldn't I just have... Because I also signed up on the sheet. Sam is bringing, what is it, peppermint? Potatoes?
Potatoes, mashed potatoes.
Peppermint oil in your scalloped potatoes.
And
Why
once
not?
again, Irvin was like, "Oh, I never tried that." I'm like, "Oh my god, dude, you are
You're
so
falling for
gullible right
everything.
now." I was like, "Anything you see on there is probably not real. If it
fell for it
sounds
twice.
weird, it is not real."
I'm just going to go to Whataburger. I did that last year.
Yeah,
I
you brought a
got
bunch
that
of party packs.
party pack.
I'll probably just
so
take it home
funny.
for my husband
you
and
can
my
eat-
mom. So thank you for that, Eric.
You can eat it.
Peppermint potatoes and onion jello to be consumed.
I did not make that. I made
Ryan has
a
to try at
pumpkin
8
roll.
o'clock the onion jello. What'd you make?
My mom.
Okay,
My
what'd
mom
you make?
made a pumpkin roll for us.
Oh, dessert.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, yummy.
It's really good.
Is that
Cinnamon
cream
rolls?
cheese or
It's-
what?
Yeah, cream cheese icing. It's I don't know how to.
Stuff's good.
Does it look like a
just like-
Swiss cake, like how it's rolled?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Like a
And
Booster
then
Noel?
Yeah,
You know
and
that
then I
little
just
round
gotta
cake?
cut little like pieces for y'all.
Log. So it's like a little...
Yeah, yeah. But it's really good.
Log
She does that
slices.
normally every single holiday, and then we freeze it. She used to like mail it down to me because I'm so used to having it. So
That's
I'm really
cute.
excited.
Oh,
yeah.
that's sweet.
One year, I really went in. I went all in on the Thanksgiving potluck. When I
Right.
left the station, I went home, and I made this giant green bean casserole. And I had gotten the. It was real like hot, stepped up. It was a stepped up menu. It wasn't just the regular cream of mushroom soup. It was real stepped up, like fresh green beans, all the things. I burned my hand trying to get it here. It was a huge pan because in my head I'm restaurant brain, so I made a big pan because it was a lot of us back then.
Right.
Don't you know I brought that damn thing here, hot, fresh out of the oven, and like maybe there were like 5 scoops taken out of it, and like the rest of it just sat. I was like, you know what? If you're gonna do a potluck, go small.
Yes.
Because I was
Yes.
so sad that all that work just went there sitting there. I was like,
Yeah.
that was a lot of work,
And then
I
it
made
sits
a
there
lot.
for a long time.
So
and
there's
you're
like
kind of
40 people.
You feel bad though when you go to potluck and you see this, like one dish.
The lonely dish that nobody touches.
I'm like, I gotta at least take something, right?
Yeah, well, remember that we said that a couple
Put it on
months
the
ago
corner of
when
the
I was
plate that you
still
never touch
broadcasting
anyway.
my house.
It's pretty sweet.
Scoop it
that-
around your plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's pretty sweet that somebody took the trouble to
Yeah.
actually try and make something. And,
Well,
and they
remem-
did their best.
when
and
I
then,
was still
you
at
know,
home,
you feel
Ryan-
sorry for that one meal that doesn't get picked.
True.
Oh, absolutely. I hope nobody eats my meal.
There's it.
You wanna take it home?
Because you want to take it home.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't hurt your feelings if nobody wanted to try a bite.
She's the one that's telling you, right? It sucks. Don't.
Yeah,
don't
I'm
eat
gonna
Should I
be
put
like,
my
it's,
Jell-O out?
I'm gonna take
It's
it home.
super dry.
Yeah.
Yes,
Separate
put your
the
Jell-O out.
All right,
Put
so
your
we'll take
Jell-O out.
one little piece for Ryan to try, and then we'll
And then we'll know who didn't hear this part of the show.
Oh, that's
Because
great.
all those people
What do
who
they
don't
think it is,
listen to the
though?
show at this time
It looks
are not going to
horrible.
know what that is.
Did you see it?
I
The
saw it
fridge?
in the fridge. It looks
You
revolting.
guys take a picture of it.
All right.
Anyway, like I was saying, like, a couple years ago, I said that story when I was still broadcasting from home. We broadcasted on KRBE's Instagram. That one person that was coughing up a storm at the cubicle,
Oh,
getting the
gosh.
stuff ready,
Oh,
and everybody else was making the eyes like, don't
Yeah,
get that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Don't eat that.
They coughed all over it. Don't eat that one.
Was it a movie where somebody had cat food in their Jello or
Oh,
something?
that was
from
Vacation. Christmas Vacation.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I think there's cat litter.
I
in
don't know what this
Jello.
is, but it is good.
Hey, yo. Time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, it's brought to you by Duncan. When I saw this story on ABC13.com, my head just about exploded. Houston First Corporation. That's the public agency that's supposed to promote tourism and attract conventions to the city of Houston. They're going to vote today, this afternoon, whether or not to pay for the nearly $124,000 in books about Mayor Turner's life.
What now?
His life.
He wrote a book about his life given out during the State of the City luncheon. The taxpayers, the big question is, will taxpayers foot the bill for $124,000 worth of Mayor Turner's books on his life?
Someone said it was like
doesn't he
90
just donate
pages.
them?
How's it only 90 pages?
I don't know. That's a pamphlet.
He's old. Like, he should have a...
A lot of stories.
Yeah.
So Bill King, a former mayoral candidate and now a government watchdog, explained after the first, hearing of this that why are the people, the city of Houston and the city of Houston and Houston First involved at all in printing this book? This board meeting will be at 3 this afternoon. So the big question is, will Houston taxpayers be
for a book?
Why doesn't he just donate them out of his own
$124,000?
pocket? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just more stuff that he was charging the city for, like his interns and
Yeah.
stuff.
So does the revenue go to the city for?
Or did he just give those books away? And
Well, I think the revenue goes in
charging
his
people-
pocket.
Was he making money off the book, or just gave the book as a gift to everyone that came to the dinner or whatever?
Well, apparently, they have to pay for it. It's $124,000. Read the full story on ABC13.com because, I'm editorializing.
didn't.
No, I did. I did, but it would take me forever. Now, yesterday I brought up the fact about how it's going to be a nightmare at the airports, both airports this holiday season.
What's wrong with Hobby?
Well, they expect more than 2.3 million travelers
I mean,
at Houston
shocker, right?
airports.
It's the Wednesday
So they're
before
early.
Thanksgiving is the busiest
It's
travel of the year.
supposed to exceed limits of the last 4 years, all the way back to 2019. They
But
say
the
it's
other
gonna
story
be big.
yesterday that we were giving Ryan grief about is he said there's going to be major construction.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, where?
He investigated.
IAH has announced a major construction project will be taking place the week of Thanksgiving. Brilliant planning there. Construction of the new international terminal continues, and here's what the deal is. Semi-trucks are going to be delivering multi-ton pieces of steel trusses to Bush Intercontinental Airport.
They're cool looking.
And they're doing this during the daylight hours as a matter of safety. And they
Is it
say...
going to be in the international area? So, like...
Yeah.
So Terminal D is right across
affects-
from E, though.
So you know where the road forks, where you're going in, you got the A and B terminals, and then you got everything else. So it's going to affect everything else. They say give yourself an extra hour at least for your departure time.
By the way,
because of the traffic.
I'm going to Disney again on Saturday. So if anyone's there Sunday and Monday, say hi to me. Rula and I, when we went last year, we saw a bunch of...
Run into
A lot
people.
of people from Houston go to Magic
Sweet.
Kingdom and stuff.
Oh, yeah. We saw a lot.
So. Going to Magic Kingdom Sunday, and then Epcot Sunday night. So
Kevin, it's the 1 year anniversary
Drink around
of
the
my
world.
Mickey Crocs.
yeah, she had the Crocs on. I
The Disney Crocs?
I had to buy the Mickey
think it was
Crocs.
like a year ago, like right now. if
Because
you're
my
looking at
ankle
her.
hurt so bad. Was it today?
What is today?
Because of
19th
the
or no?
dates?
So he's a 16th.
16th
so I think
of
today's
November.
will be a year.
That's fun. Well, have fun with that, friend.
Gonna miss you not
I
being
know.
with us.
Sorry.
You can
I'll just-
FaceTime her when you're on the rides.
Yeah,
Don't-
exactly.
She's
that
already doing,
much, and I'll lose my phone.
her Rose's voice there.
I know, right?
Hey.
Hi.
Hi there.
Oh, by the way, sidebar. My husband was in the car yesterday with a friend of his and on speaker, and he called me. I go, hey, babe. He goes, hey, just letting you know, I'm in the car with so and so. I go, oh, hi. And he goes, what's that? And I go, what? And they're like, whoa. Even my friend was like, what are you doing? Like I was flirting. And I go, that's just my normal voice, like Roses.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm from Plants and Flowers Extravaganza. Anyway, Rule and Ryan's Roses. Is your mate a cheater or not? We're going to find out next on KRBE.